So instead of pressing C to bring up, as you saw there, it brought up my razor blade tool, and pressing on the clip, going like this sort of throughout the clip, what I like to do is I much prefer just pressing a single key. So I like to just press G, right? So that's what I've set mine to, right? And it's the add edit tool, if you're wondering. And it's just super handy because what I can do is, say if I've got lots of video tracks on here, what I can actually do is I can go like this, select both and hit G, and it does a hard cut on both of the tracks on V1 and V2. So yeah, super handy one for if you're working with a lot of video tracks, which commonly you will be going forward. Now I'll just give you an overview of the timeline itself. So a useful tip, as you see what I'm doing there, scaling up and down, which is quite handy if I want to sort of zoom in on this footage and really see these waveforms, or the start of this clip or whatever. What I can do is I can just hit the minus and plus on my keys, and it scales my timeline up and down. Now another useful tool is the command or control, if you're on a Windows, plus. So what that does is it actually makes my video tracks a lot larger in scale. And now if I hold Alt and plus, it makes my audio tracks a lot larger in scale, which is super handy for if I'm doing some audio editing, I obviously want to see all the waveforms and see where this is starting, where it's stopping. Obviously here we've got a bit of a gap where I stopped speaking for a little while. But yeah, that's just a super one to know. So I'm always, I can always see what's going on, and I can see it closer in, which is nice. You can actually control the scale up and down using this. But again, as an editor, it's much better to use your keys and rely less on your mouse, just because it's a much faster editing workflow.